So it has been nice seeing you. Now I have been made the host, and we shall start with today's session. Okay. Okay. Now, before we begin with today's session, I am going through the chat box. And dear students, let me know if we are lagging back from school, or we are with the school, or we are ahead of school. Kindly give your answer through the chat box so that I can know whether we are lagging back or we are much ahead of the school. Dear students, quick, ahead of school. Nitya Bhardwaj. I think this is Somlalit school, right? Param? Yes? Ahead of school. Madam writes the bus is remaining. Okay, all right. We'll start with that today. Don't worry, because we will be doing Fog, a poem today. All right, and then Madam writes the bus. This is what we are targeting today. Okay, Fog is just a little poem, four-liner or five-liner. I will explain you that, and then we'll start with the next unit. Okay, most of you are saying that we are ahead of school. That's totally fine. So what are we going to do is we are going to start with the Fog poem, and then we'll be beginning with Madam writes the bus. Okay, because in between, when we had no lecture for 15 days because of some reasons, I thought that we must be lagging back. But since most of you are saying that we are ahead of school, and even if we are lagging back, we are lagging back with only one chapter. So I don't think so there is any issue. Most of if it is possible today, we'll be starting with Madam writes the bus also. We'll not be able to finish it because it's a longer chapter. Okay, but we'll start it. Don't worry. Somewhere we'll be reaching in half. Don't worry for that. So I think we shall start now. So I will. Okay, sir, can you please take FOS, euphemism, and tautology? Okay, just last 10 minutes. Just remind me. So I will start with euphemism and tautology. Okay, don't worry. So just remind me last 10 minutes. Okay, fine. So I'll share the screen with you, dear students. If you can see it, just reply with visible in the chat box. Okay. All right. We have people who have to admit. I will. Okay, fine. So in all, we have 49 people. Okay, on board. Fine. So can you see the screen, dear students? Can you reply? Okay, I've started getting the replies visible. Fine. I don't think so. I need to zoom it, right? Besides, the students, kindly turn on your video so that I can also see you better. Okay. Yes. Thank you. I could see Harshita. The others also, dear students, kindly turn on the video so that I can see you all. Okay. I could see Rushi Rawal. I could see Dhruvanshi. I could see Abhishek. All right. I could see Nidhi Parmar, Shri Panchal, Ria Parik, Man Patel, Devansh Soni. Devansh Soni, why are you sitting in dark, beta? Preet Patel, Om Shah. Om Shah. Okay. Dear students, kindly turn on your video so that I can see you better. Okay. Quick. All right. Thank you. Vaishnavi, I could see. All right. Fine. So, Fog is the poem which talks about two things, one creature and a thing. Okay. And fog, you know that usually we see fog in the winter season, like we are soon going to welcome winter season this year. Okay. So, I'm sure you are going to witness fog also. And the arrival and the departure is what we are going to learn in this particular poem. The poem is around six-liner. It's by Carl Sandburg. Okay, and it talks about the arrival of fog and the departure of fog, just like a cat. Now, if ever a cat has entered to your house, now when the cat enters, you must have noticed that the cat doesn't make any noise. Have you ever heard cat making noise of its arrival or departure? Huh. Probably if she must have got hit by, or if she must have hit anything at your house, then that particular thing must have made noise. But have you ever heard, besides moaning of the cat, Have you ever heard that the arrival and the departure, made noise? The cat made noise of its arrival and departure? No, right? Exactly here also in this poem, we could know that when the fog arrives and when the fog departs, we know that there is no clear noise and the arrival is very smooth. Okay, the arrival is very silent. Okay, so let us see what this particular poem says. Anyone would like to read? Harshita, beta, would you like to read?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yes, please, beta, read. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves.
Yes, the fog comes. Thank you so much, Harshita. The fog comes. So we know that the arrival of the fog, okay, on little cat feet. Okay, now imagine the little cat and fog, two separate things. Okay, so when cat arrives, the arrival is smooth. When the fog arrives, the arrival is smooth. Okay, so it says that when the fog arrives to the city, it is really very silent. Okay, and probably we also love this kind of atmosphere at our house, right, dear students? Like, when we open our window and when we see outside early in the morning, first of all, we are not ready to wake up, right? Because of our schoolings and because of our academic year, we have to wake up early, right? Most of us wake up early because of these reasons, right, dear students? So when we open the window or when we see outside the window, we see that there is this fog, especially in winter. You don't see fog in the other seasons, dear students, let me tell you. Okay, in monsoon season you see sun covered with the clouds. Okay, in summer season there is no expectation of the fog, right, dear students? And in winter season we realize that fog holds an important place, especially for those of us who live in the flats. Okay, or maybe around at fourth floor or fifth floor or sixth floor. Anyone living in the flats here? Anyone who lives in the flats? So they can very well correlate. And if you have been living for maybe 1 year or 2 year, then you may realize that the moment you open your window and what you could see outside, the fog, and that's something really adorable. Okay, we like this kind of atmosphere. Like, besides pollution, we still have fog appearing. Maybe that fog will also disappear in the upcoming years based on the intensity of the pollution that we are facing. Okay, yes, even I also live in the flat, and I can very well correlate it with how you feel and how do I feel. Both of us feelings are quite common, because both of us look at fog in a way because we like it. Okay, so when this fog arrives in the city, okay, over the little cat's feet, okay, the arrival is compared with the cat. It sits looking over harbor and city. So like how cat comes and sits very silently without any kind of movement. It observes here and there. The cat observes the surrounding, and only if it feels that the surrounding is secured, then only she will take a move. You must have observed, right? Unlike dogs and the other animals, cat is that kind of creature which is also known for its silent and secured moves. Right or wrong? So does even fog also. Okay, it comes over the harbor and it comes over the city and it spreads itself. Do you or I have any control over the fog, dear students? Yes. Do you or me, does any one of us have any control over the fog? No. Right? It's like literally the arrival we do enjoy. Right? So the presence also makes a big difference. Okay. So that's what we consider. Fog is something that we love. The arrival we love. And when it arrives, it spread itself over the city and over the harbor. Okay, and just like when cat sits, it sits silently, it observes surrounding. So does even fog arrives. Okay, it stays there and it stays as if it is observing everyone around. Okay, so it's quite very much similar to the presence of the cat. And silent haunches, and it shows its silent moves. Okay, and then moves on, and gradually, as the day passes, okay, through 10 o'clock or maybe 11 or 12, gradually you may see that it keeps on moving. Right or wrong? So that's what we call it as the arrival of the fog, the staying of the fog, and the departure of the fog, because the one who comes has to go, right? The one who has taken the birth has to die, so the one who comes also has to go. Okay, so does our happiness and so does our sadness, right? Nothing is permanent, is it or not? So you can very well compare it, that anything that comes has to go, anything which arrives has to depart. Okay, anything which takes birth has to die. And that's the brutal and that's the blunt reality. Okay, we love fog, but does it stay forever? Does it stay for the entire year? Had it been staying for the entire year, would we have been liking fog for that characteristic? No, because see, anything is valued equally important before we get it and after we lose it. Do you agree with me or not? Yes. I'll speak my sentence once again. Everything is valued equally important before we get it and after we lose it. Like, say, for example, when we are quite young enough, we used to strive for video games, right? So before the arrival of video games, before we used to make a request to our parents about the video games, we used to literally strive for video game, right? We used to literally cry for video game, like, please get me video game. Once we have it, we carry it very least. And once we are done with the video game, once we get video game get disturbed, and once we lose it, we realize the worth of that video game. Do we or not? Please, if you disagree with me, let me know, please. But I'm sure most of you will agree with me with this statement, that anything is valued equally important before we get it and after we lose it. Okay, so here also, when the fog arrives, we literally feel that it's an amazing atmosphere, it's an amazing feeling. When it stays for a while, you see, it doesn't stay for the entire day, dear students. You observe that the fog doesn't stay for the entire year, it stays for only couple of hours. Yeah. And if we are into the foreign countries, we realize how much fog does trouble the human beings. But in the in India, the kind of fog we have, it fits to every average Indian person. Yeah, it doesn't disturb. Did you ever find fog disturbing people, except when we are traveling in the early morning in the highways in the winter season? And when we have fog, we couldn't see the distant scene. That's where we see that it disturbs people. Like, say, for example, during this lockdown only, I think it was the month May or June, where I saw one video. It was a live accident video, and that accident was causing because of the fog. Now, say, for example, it was fog all over the highway. Okay. And the drivers were driving their car and their vehicles. So one car couldn't manage the balance, and it got stuck somewhere in between, and the rest followed behind it, because in the fog they couldn't see the car. And of course, on highway the cars are on speed, right? So one after the other, everyone was getting hit by the other car. It was like literally a live accident. I'm sure you must have seen that video. Okay, that was literally very viral on social networking. And that was like, you must have rarely seen live accidents in your life, right? And that here the chances of accident are more. Still, you cannot do anything about it. That's where you see the fog is a troublesome. Okay. But most of us, when we are discussing about the fog, we take it in a very lighter note, right? The same fog we may not like when we are traveling on the highways, right? When we have to cut the distance at a very small interval, right? And we cannot see because of the foggy atmosphere, right or wrong? Especially during the Uttarayan kite flying festival, when we are so excited, we go on our terrace every early morning, and what we see is, because of the fog, bloody, our kite gets wet and it falls down. Has it ever happened to you? For those of you who are quite excited about the kite flying festival, dear students, I'm sure if ever you have flown the kite early in the morning, this problem is very much close to you, because kite flying festival also comes during the winter season, right or wrong? And this fog is really a troublesome. Our parents warn us कि बेटा मत जा, काइट गीली होके नीचे ही गिर जाएगी जैसे ही ऊपर जाएगी. नो 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 नो, वी आर एक्साइटेड, वी ओनली गेट 2 days. ओके. एंड प्रोबेबली अगर कोई दूसरे सिटी में जाओगे तो उत्तरायण तो सिर्फ एक दिन की होती है. लेकिन हमारा क्या है, हम गुजरात में है ना, वी आर सो बेनिफिटेड आउट ऑफ इट. इन सौराष्ट्र एंड इन गुजरात, वी हैव 2 days ऑफ काइट फ्लाइंग फेस्टिवल, राइट? और आप देखना, पहले दिन इतना कंटाल गए होते हैं ना, पहले दिन हम इतना जल्दी चले जाते हैं, 6 बजे, 6:30 बजे, 7 बजे. दूसरे दिन वो आराम से जाते, 10:30 बजे 11 बजे, पता है कि ये फॉग हमको ट्रबल करने वाली है, राइट? यू सी फ्रॉम वेरी डे वन हाउ एक्सपीरियंस्ड वी आर, कि पहले दिन हमको धोखा दिया फॉग ने, दूसरे दिन हम फॉग को धोखा नहीं देने देंगे, है ना? सो जानबूझ के आप जाते हो 10:30 बजे, 11 बजे, 11:30 बजे, और फिर आप लेट नाइट तक होते हो 11 बजे, 12 बजे तक, ठीक है? सो यू सी द डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ फॉग and how it troubles people directly or indirectly. But here we are learning in the context of its silent nature. And here the fog is considered as the metaphor to the arrival, staying, and departure of the cat. Okay, like how cat arrives silently, how cat stays there for, for some time silently, and how it departs silent. Does cat inform you that she is going? No, it doesn't, right? So does even fog. Fog also doesn't inform you that it is now going, but you could literally see it going. Okay. So we know the movement, we don't know the noise behind it. Okay. So that's where here this poem may be short, but it has a deep metaphor. Okay. Try and understand. Okay. Like so does even you had the poem called The Trees. Remember, dear students, just a poem before we had learnt about the poem called The Trees. Now even that poem is also a metaphor. That poem talks about the woman's freedom. Okay, like how trees are inside the home, and all of a sudden they get that independence to get out. Even so is the comparison with women also, like how in the earlier times women were confined to the housework, and now how all of a sudden the doors have opened because of our broadened approach. Okay, the society has started understanding the worth of woman and her existence. So slowly and gradually we are opening up, with this approach that even women should also get equal rights. Okay, why are we talking about that women get special right? They don't even need to ask for the right, they deserve the right. Just like how men deserve the right, so do even women deserve the right, right? But the problem is that the women have to justify about their rights, that they need this. However, did you ever saw any man asking for justice? No, you will never find any man asking for justice. You will always find women struggling to get what she deserves already. Okay, so that poem is a beautiful metaphor to the woman's independence also, woman's freedom also. So most of the poems, dear student, has a metaphor. You understand, dear students? Poems ऐसे ही नहीं लिखी जाती, poem के पीछे एक depth होती है. Okay, and as a student what you have to do, because now you are at that age where you have to literally understand what the poem wants to say exactly. You don't look up to what sentences describe the poem, you look up to the meaning and the depth of the poem. Okay, learn to know what exact metaphor is. Okay, that's where you will know the real worth of the poem. Okay, so I hope this poem is quite clear to you, dear students. Yes, is it clear? Quickly respond me through the chat box. Have you understand this, have you understood this poem clearly, or you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, kindly unmute yourself and please ask me. And if not, we shall proceed to the next unit if you allow me. Yes, I want your respond, dear students. Quickly respond. Disha, Muskan, Anokhi, Devansh, beta, is it clear? Yes, you understand it? Okay, perfect. Shall we proceed further with the next unit? Shall we? Okay, fine. So I'll skip down. All right, let us see. Madam rides the bus. Can you see it on your screen? Now, again, this chapter is again with reference to the Indian context, because you will find, the Indian character here. You will find the Indian location here, not specifically described as a name, but the incidents such happen. You feel that this can only happen in India. Okay, in no other country. So that will clearly give you this point of view that how the stories are written from the Indian context. Okay, the writers may be internationally acclaimed, but the writing always refers and reflects the origin that they come from. Okay, say for example, okay, fine, Devansh, Devansh, can you tell me from where do you originally belong to, your native city? May I know, please, Devansh? Devansh, you can unmute yourself better.
Yes, sir.
Your
Uh,
native city or native village, any, like country, the city you come from or the city you hail from, Devansh?
sir, this cities.
Ahmedabad. Okay, fine.
Yes,
So if at all, okay, you can mute yourself now. If at all Devansh happens to become, a writer, so definitely उसका जो अहमदाबाद का कनेक्शन है वो कहीं ना कहीं उसके वर्क में रिफ्लेक्ट होगा, because the kind of nature and nurture that he is born and brought up with, you could literally see the reflection in his works. Tomorrow, no matter he becomes any form of writer, but you could literally see the reflection of his origin. Okay, so any writer's work reflects the origin that he comes from. Okay, so let us see what this chapter has to offer to us. Madam writes the bus. Shubham Modi says, sir, please move away window from this coming up on the top. Okay, this chat window. Yes. All right, fine. Is it now clearly visible chapter? All right, Madam Rides the Bus. Can anyone have any guess from the title? What do you understand by Madam Rides the Bus? You must find from the title, you may come to know that here we may have a girl riding a bus, right? No, it's not like that. But somewhere, for any kind of work, the description is really important. You may know the story, but the way you describe matters the most. Okay, आपने कभी भी क्लास में फ्री टाइम में कभी किसी को स्टोरी बोली है क्लास में? हाँ, अगर आपके टीचर ने आपको सबके सामने बुलाया है और बताओ, चलो एक स्टोरी बताओ हमको, सो हैव यू एवर टोल्ड एनी स्टोरी और एनी जोक in the class in front of everyone? At least you must have said joke, right? Have you ever seen its reflection कि मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ उसके ऊपर से लोग हंसते हैं या नहीं हंसते हैं? हाँ, so it always depends on how you narrate a story or a joke. That really matters the most. Okay, so here is also a beautiful narration by the writer, a beautiful description of the events flowing in this chapter. We'll come to know about this, shall we? Okay, who would like to read this poem or this chapter? Sorry, who is this? Anyone? Ayushi Prajapati says she can. Anyone else? Okay, only Ayushi, Rutu. See, even here also the girls are leading, taking away the opportunity. Yes, I see. Abhishek comes for rescue for the boys. Anyone else? Okay, only 4 students out of this many. Okay, all right. I haven't heard from Heth for a long time. Last time I heard him was in grade 9. Is Heth here, very much here within us? Yes, Heth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Heth.
I'm
Can you
there.
read out for me? Yes.
Sure.
All right. I'm sure you have been doing good. It has been long time seeing you. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please start before you read.
Before you read, in this sensitive story, an 8-year-old girl's first bus journey into the world outside her village is also her induction into the mystery of life and death. She sees the gap between her knowing that there is death and our understanding of it.
Okay. So this story is a sensitive story and it talks about, mute yourself. It's okay, Heth. Yes. So in this particular story, we are going to learn about an 8-year-old girl's first journey, on how she manages to take her first journey and how she pursues the world from her own point of view, how she travels out of her village, and how she gets to know also about the life and death of people and the creature around. Okay, just few minutes before, we talked about the one who comes has to go, the one who takes the birth has to die. Okay, we learned about this topic. And here, at a very tender age of 8, Okay, this girl realizes that there is also a life and there is also the death, and somewhere in between we struggle to live. Okay, and she sees the gap between our knowledge that there is a death and our understanding of it. How often do we have guts to accept that we are going to die? Have we got the guts that we are going to die, and are we ready to accept it? No, we aren't. It's like I might have told you earlier also, like there is this saying in Hindi that मौत तो नाम से बदनाम है, तकलीफ तो साली जिंदगी देती है. We often curse death. Yeah, do we or not? We often curse death. देखो वो तो चले गए, क्या बिगाड़ा था उन्होंने, कुछ नहीं किया उन्होंने इस जिंदगी में. ठीक है, but do you really see that death troubles you? No, death just comes once. Okay, and it takes you away with them. Okay, but it is the life which troubles you at every point of your very existence. Correct me if I'm wrong, dear students. Does death trouble you? No, death doesn't trouble you. It is the life that troubles you. But we often are mistaken, and we often curse death and not the life that we live. And also, let me tell you, it is not life that troubles us, but it is the way we pursue the life. Okay, there are people you might have seen that they always speak negative, right? Even though there are many positive things happening around them, but still they believe to be so negative, right? Have you ever come across those kind of people? And you must have also seen those kind of people that who are so much positive, who are so much positive, who are of so much of positive vibe, that you are so motivated even if you are around them, right? They literally spread positive vibes. Okay, so we have two separate kind of people: the people who always speak negative, the people who are always positive. Okay, so it is not even life that troubles us, it is the way how we pursue the life that troubles us. But here in this particular story, it is the very first encounter of this girl's brutal reality that she comes across death. She doesn't die, don't worry. It is not too sensitive, dear students, but she is going to come across a creature, okay, who is going to die. And for her it is the very first experience to see the death. Okay, if at all you have ever been to a funeral, how many of you have ever been to I'm sorry I am discussing about this very disturbing topic, but have you ever been to any funeral, any student, except girls, don't worry, I'm not talking about girls, but I'm talking about boys. Have you ever been to any funeral, dear students? Okay, if at all you have ever been, you could see the brutal reality of the life. Okay, it's the blunt reality of life. Okay, you see that no matter whosoever you are, but ultimately this is the reality and this is the place where you have to come, right? So that's life which offers death to you, right? What, no matter whatever you do in life, ultimately the life is going to gift you death. Okay, that is what you're going to take away along with you. But to accept this reality requires guts. Okay, so let us see how this girl faces this death and how her approach towards the life is. Okay, just a minute, let me scroll it down. Okay, over to you, Hit. Please carry forward.
Yes, sir. There was a girl named Valya Manim who was called Valle for short.
Valya
She
Mai.
was 8 year old and Valya Mai, sorry. She was 8 year old and very curious about things. Her favorite pastime was standing in front of the doorway of her house, watching what was happening in the street outside. There was no playmate of her own age on her street, and this was about all she had to do. But
Hmm.
for Valli, standing at the front of door was very bit as enjoyable as any of the elaborate games other children played. Watching the street gave her many new unusual experiences.
Okay, fine, thank you so much. So
Sir,
here,
can you please scroll down?
no, no, just a minute. Let me explain you. Okay, and then
Okay, sir.
I will scroll it down. Okay. Yes, dear students. So here in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about a girl called Valia Mai. ओके, जिसको शॉर्ट फॉर्म वली से भी जाना जाता था, जिसकी उम्र महज 8 साल की थी. and was very curious about the things around her. Okay, and her favorite pastime was standing in the front door of her house. ठीक है, उसका फेवरेट पास टाइम कौन सा था कि भाई उसके जो घर का दरवाजा था वहां पे खड़ी रह के सब कुछ देखती थी. Watching what was happening in the street outside. So she used to literally watch by standing at the door. She used to literally watch the happenings of the street outside. There were no playmates of her own age on her street. उसकी उम्र का कोई था ही नहीं वहां पे जिसके साथ वो खेल सके. इसलिए उसका फेवरेट पास टाइम क्या था कि उसके घर के दरवाजे पे खड़ी रह के उसके स्ट्रीट्स में जो भी हो वो उसको ऑब्जर्व करती थी, वो उसको देखती थी. There were no playmates of her own age on her street, and this was about all she had to do. And that was the reason why she chose to stand at the door and watch everything around her, observe everything around her. Okay, because there were no people of her age. Okay, but for Wally, standing at the front door was a bit as enjoyable as any of the elaborate games other children played. लेकिन वल्ली के लिए तो हर रोज का अलग अलग एंटरटेनमेंट हुआ करता था. क्यों? क्योंकि कोई दूसरा बच्चा एक गेम खेलता है तो वही टाइप की गेम उसको रोज खेलनी पड़ती है. लेकिन वल्ली के लिए तो जब वो दरवाजे पे खड़ी रहती थी उसके लिए तो हर रोज अलग अलग नजारे हुआ करते थे. ओके, हर रोज अलग अलग लोग हुआ करते थे. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए एक एक्साइटमेंट हुआ करती थी, उसके लिए एक एंटरटेनमेंट हुआ करता था. ओके, एंड व्हाई watching the street gave her many unusual experiences. And when someone is a good observer, literally the life is so entertaining, you see, because हमारे ऑब्जर्वेशन में हम ऐसी चीजें भी ऑब्जर्व करते हैं जो हमको कभी मानने में आती नहीं है. आप में से कितने लोगों ने अपने अराउंड सराउंडिंग चीजें ऑब्जर्व की है? यू नो have you ever observed the things around you? Has anyone observed the things around yourself? Yes. Okay. Then I'm sure अभी आपको कोई ऐसा experience याद नहीं आएगा, but once we are done with this lecture, you will remember one experience of your observation, dear students. Okay. So next time when we meet, I want you to come up with one observational experience. Okay, which is so common but still ignored by people. Okay. So one person, one observation. Next time, deal? Yes. Because right now even if I'll ask you, it won't make a difference because you may not remember. Because observation ऐसी चीज है ना कि जब हम याद करते हैं ना तब नहीं आती है. जब आप अनयूजुअल काम कर रहे होते हैं ना तभी अचानक से भुड़क करके अंदर आ जाएगी, है ना? ऐसा हुआ है कभी आपके साथ? होगा. ओके, और नहीं हुआ है तो राह देखो, होगा तुरंत. Only if you are a good observer. Okay, so Valli was a good observer. Point of here about reflecting why we're talking about observation is because Valli as a character is a good observer. So for her, every day to stand at the door was really an entertaining thing. Okay. Yes, let me scroll it down again. So yes, you could see this image on your screen. You see the way she is standing, and of course, this is the exact sign of how a good person stands. Okay, और ऑब्जर्वेशनल जिसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक होती है ना कोई बंदे की, तो आप देखना कि वो है ना वो बोलते कम है. ऑब्जर्व करने वाले लोग बोलते कम है. Have you ever witnessed this in your life? If ever have any of this kind of people in your life, or if you yourself are a good person, good observer, you will realize that sir जो बोल रहे हैं वो सही बोल रहे हैं. That the people who observe, they are very less spoken people in life, because they store the things here like as if there is a storage in TBs. You know, in TBs they have many observational things here. And you know what kind of people they end up becoming? Either they end up becoming a writer, or either they end up becoming a psychological mess, because there are many things circling around inside the mind. And what my suggestion is, I would always suggest that if you are a good observer, you be a good writer. Have a habit of writing down the things and ensure that no one reads. Because tomorrow, if at all you feel that I want to officially publish this, it still should remain a secret for many. It still should remain a reason to buy your book. अगर आप अपनी ऑब्जर्वेशनल चीजें सबको बताते रहोगे तो आपकी बुक में आप क्या लिखोगे? सबको पता होगा बिफोर इवन इट गेट्स पब्लिश की बुक में क्या लिखा होगा, है ना? So always, if you are a good observer, as a part of suggestion, what I have done in my life, because I believe I am a good observer and I love to observe things around. And on the grounds of observing things around, I started writing micro tales. You know it very well. For those of you who have studied under me, they know it very well that I was fond of, and I am fond of writing micro tales. And more than 500 micro tales so far I have already written it, and it is in the process. It is already published. So if you are a good observer, please don't keep it in your mind. Write down somewhere, and your writing will certainly improve. Here, in the case of Valli, though she is a good observer, but we come to know what she observes in the chapter. And that's the beautiful part of this girl called Valli. What she observes, we know as a reader. Okay. So the way she stands, you can very well say that she is a good observer. All right, let us move now. Yes, over to you, Hit.
Yes, sir. The most fascinating thing of all was the bus that traveled between her village and the nearest town. It passed through her street every hour, once going to town and once coming back. The sight of the bus, filled each time with a new set of passengers, was a source of unending joy for Valli.
Okay,
Day
fine.
after day,
Wait,
she
wait,
watched the
wait,
bus.
wait, 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 wait. Okay, fine.
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
when she used to stand at the door, what was the very thing that used to fascinate her? Was the very sight of the bus that traveled between her village and the nearest town. Mind my words, this can be asked for your 1 marker or 2 marker. What were the things that used to fascinate Valli while she used to stand at the door of her house? Okay, dear students, so this can be asked for your 2 marker. So what you can do is you can write the entire paragraph. Okay, don't copy the same paragraph. Have an art of writing in a third person. Okay, and when you see, often those students who must be listening to me and have a habit of making notes, students often make notes in third person. Okay, if you are ever a good note maker, you will realize the very first characteristic that a person who makes the notes or notes down the notes is that the person always writes it in the third person. Okay, so that when in future during the exams, when he has to or she has to refer to it, he or she shouldn't be bothered about converting it to third person. Okay, so here the most fascinating thing about Wally's observation was that she used to often see a bus traveling between her village and the nearest town. It passed through her street every hour. Every hour, the frequency of this bus was every hour, and once going to the town and once coming back. The sight of the bus filled each time with the new set of passengers. देखो अब ऑर्डिनरी चिल्ड्रन स्ट्रीट्स में एक गेम रोज खेलते हैं, लेकिन वल्ली की जो गेम है, जो ऑब्जर्वेशनल गेम है, उसमें कैरेक्टर्स चेंज होते रहते हैं. समझ रहे हो डियर स्टूडेंट्स? The kind of observational game that Valli plays, the characters keep on changing. And the most fascinating thing about Valli is to observe the bus frequency, which is every 1 hour, and it goes from village to the nearest town and comes back from the nearest town to the village. Okay, and every time new set of people fit into the bus, and that is really interesting and that is really fascinating, because if you have ever traveled in a bus, you might have seen that जितने लोग बैठे नहीं ना उससे डबल तो खड़े हैं बस में. Have you ever observed this? जब BRTS नई नई शुरू हुई थी ना, तो 2011 में मेरा पहला जर्नी था ट्रैवलिंग बीआरटीएस में. तो मुझे तो लगा कि सब लोग अच्छे ही होंगे ना, बीआरटीएस में तो ट्रैवल करते तो अच्छे लोग होते हैं. सो आई एंडेड अप लूजिंग माय फोन. सो माय फोन गॉट लॉस्ट इन दैट बीआरटीएस. ठीक है, तब मुझे पता चला कि नहीं, बीआरटीएस में खड़े रहते हो ना तो आपका गुनाह है, आप बैठ जाओ, है ना. लेकिन मैं खड़ा था ना तो इतनी गिरदी थी ना कि मैं बिना कुछ पकड़े ही खड़ा था. मुझे पता था कि मैं गिरूंगा ही नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि गिरदी इतनी थी ना कि मैं गिरूंगा ही नहीं ना. अगर मैं गिरूंगा भी ना तो दूसरे के ऊपर गिरूंगा, है ना. बिकॉज द स्टेट विद द इंडियन ट्रांसपोर्ट इज, इट्स नॉट द सरकाजम, बट इट्स द मैटर दैट जितने लोग बैठे नहीं होते ना उससे डबल तो लोग खड़े होकर ट्रैवल करते हैं, और शायद उसी में उसका प्रॉफिट निकल जाता होगा, है ना. अब देखो, 2 सीट इधर होती है, 2 सीट इधर होती है. ठीक है, उसमें भी दरवाजे के पास वाली हैंडीकैप के लिए होती है, द लेडी हु इज एक्सपेक्टिंग. ओके, एक सीट उसके लिए रिजर्व्ड होती है और एक सीट होती है एजेड पर्सन के लिए. अगर आपने कभी भी बस में ट्रैवल किया है तो ये चीज आपको ये this is the general observation. See dear student, that's what I'm saying. I have not traveled in bus since last 3 to 4 years now, let me tell you. But this is my observation, okay? That the moment you enter from, the gate of the bus, there will be a seat reserved for the lady who is expecting. There will be a seat reserved for an handicapped person, and there will be a seat reserved for an aged person. Okay. So these three seats you will already. But you know what? Who sits on this bus? Conductor. Okay, see, BRTS doesn't have any conductor, but if at all you have traveled in AMTS, you will find every individual sitting, on these seats. About they're least even bothered about who these seats are reserved for. Okay, because what they feel is that there is no lady traveling in the bus who is expecting, there is no aged person, and more or less there is no handicapped person. So why to leave this seat unnecessarily? Okay, so they occupy it. In the case in the foreign countries, they have a respect as a matter of courtesy. And also, see, the reason why our people they occupy the seats is because we are overly populated and we cannot get rid of it. However, in the case with the other countries is that the population is least. Again, transport system is really working really very good. Okay, so they know the courtesy that we should leave this seat. Okay, that comes as an inbuilt knowledge. That's what education teaches you. The thing that education doesn't teaches you, you need to learn from around. ओके, आपकी एसएस की टेक्स्ट बुक में, आपकी इंग्लिश की टेक्स्ट बुक में कभी ये नहीं सिखाएंगे कि भाई बीआरटीएस में या एएमटीएस में जो सीट फिजिकली हैंडीकैप के लिए होती है उसके ऊपर बैठा नहीं जाता है. आपने कभी भी अपनी एकेडमिक्स बुक्स में ये देखा? नो, नो एकेडमिक्स विल, दिस कम्स एज अ पार्ट ऑफ कर्टसी, ओके, एंड humor, the dark humor. I will call it as dark humor because very few people are able to understand this conscience. Okay, so please understand this knowledge from surround. ठीक है, यूजुअली ये नॉलेज आपको आपके पेरेंट्स भी दे सकते हैं, आपके बड़े भाई बहन भी दे सकते हैं. आपके बड़े भाई बहन तभी दे सकते हैं जब वो खुद ट्रैवल करते हो और खुद ये फॉलो करते हो तब. ओके, बट एनीवेज, Disha says, yes, sir, I have also observed the thing when I was traveling in Beatrice. You will observe many things, Disha. Not only you, most of you will observe n number of things around. Okay. All right. So this is what is count. And Valli is a good observer. And you will, by the end of this chapter, realize that what an amazing observer Valli is. So she used to often see the bus having people keep on shifting in the same bus, and the frequency of that bus from village to the nearest town and nearest town to village was, it used to travel every hour. Okay, yes, over to you, Hit.
Yes, sir. Day after day, she watched the bus, and gradually a tiny wish crept in her head and grew there. She wanted to ride on that bus, even if just once. This wish became stronger and stronger until it was an overwhelming desire. Valle would stare wistfully at the people who got on or off of the bus when it stopped at the street corner. Their faces would kindle in her longings, dreams, and hopes. If one of her friends happened to ride the bus and tried to describe the sight of the town to her, Valli would be too jealous to listen and would shout in English, "Proud, proud." Neither she nor her friends really understood the meaning of the word, but they used it often as a slang expression of disapproval.
Okay, fine.
Over
Take a
many
break.
days and months.
Take a break, Hit. Okay. So day after day,
Yes, sir.
she watched the bus, and gradually a tiny wish crept into her head and grew there. So we know that this was her everyday's observation. So there was this wish. होता है ना कि अगर हम सेम चीज बार बार देखें तो हमारी भी विश हो जाती है कि हम वो चीज करें. लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल, मेरे यहाँ पे घर पे मेरे सामने एक बड़ा सा फार्म है. तो यहाँ पे ना रोज एक बंदा कई सारी बफेलोज लेके आता है, और एज इफ उसके ऊपर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हो ना पूरा फार्म साफ करने की, ऐसे अपनी बफेलोस को स्प्रेड कर देता है पूरे फार्म में, और आराम से खुद एक झाड़ के पेड़ के छाव में बैठ जाता है. और एज इफ इस तरह से वो बफेलोस को मैनेज करता है ना, उसकी बफेलोस भी उसको पूछे बगैर कहीं नहीं जाती है. दैट इज माय ऑब्जर्वेशन. So somewhere deep inside, I have been observing this since more than 30, 35, 40 days now. So I feel that how would it feel like to monitor the buffaloes when even the students don't manage to have monitors in the class? How would these buffaloes be getting managed by that one single owner? Okay, and the buffaloes number is around 35 to 40 buffaloes in the entire farm. Imagine the buffalo doesn't even move without his permission. Okay, so I feel that it is really a big responsibility over that person to manage 35 to 40 buffaloes all together. Now this doesn't require any kind of formal and qualified education. Does it require? And if at all he had pursued this formal and specific education for it, he wouldn't have been doing that job, perhaps. That is also the blunt reality we get. Okay, but the way he manages, I often feel that, bloody, how would he be managing like this? It's really a difficult and creepy job. Okay, and what if agar ek buffalo gussa hui? So you can very well know what the outcome may be, but he manages really very hard. Okay, but that's what my observation is, that what if I would have been at his place? Would I have that patience to sit under that tree for 3 to 4 hours without doing anything else, or plucking up the broken wooden sticks around and playing with them, doing nothing for 3 to 4 hours, and having that simple Nokia phone in hand, not even the smartphone? Would I have that patience ever in my life? No, no one would ever have that. So when Wally was observing this bus traveling to and fro from village to town and town to village, she also felt a wish that she should also not ride the bus but travel into the bus. Okay, so the wish became stronger and stronger until it was an overwhelming desire. होता है ना कि कोई भी चीज हमको चाहिए होती है, तो उसकी विश ग्रेजुअली बढ़ती है. ठीक है, जितना हमको वो चीज के लिए ना बोला जाए, वी गेट अट्रैक्टेड टू दोस थिंग्स मोर clearly and excitedly. Okay, so here also Wally was thinking of traveling into the bus, and that ultimately resulted into an overwhelming desire, where she was one fine day decided that whatever happens, I want to travel now. So now she was firm. She was now strong enough to decide that anyway she will have to do anything in order to travel into the bus. Okay, so Wally would stare wishfully at the people who got on or off. So she was observing now कि लोग बस में कैसे चढ़ते हैं. ठीक है, लोग लाइन में कैसे खड़े रहते हैं बस में चढ़ने के लिए. ठीक है, and how they climb up the stair. Okay, what is the thing that they have to hold before even getting into the bus? Because it was her first experience, and it has to be a good observation, because when she will go there, no one is going to teach her how to put her first feet over the stair of the bus, or how to hold the things around. Okay, so she will have to observe it. So she observes the people how they climb the bus. Okay, when it stopped off the street corner, जब बस रुकती है तो लोग कैसे बस में चढ़ते हैं, कैसे बस से उतरते हैं, कैसे एक दरवाजे से बस में चढ़ते हैं और दूसरे दरवाजे से आप देखा ना, कोई भी बस होती है ना, तो जो लास्ट दरवाजा होता है ना वो चढ़ने का होता है, और जो आगे का दरवाजा होता है ना ड्राइवर की साइड का, वहां से उतरना होता है. Hardly you will find any idiot who will entering from the exit side. Have you ever got messed up with the push and pull button? At least once in your life, no matter how good educated you are, but at least one point of time you will get stuck up with what to do. So have you ever stood often it so happens with me, like जब मेडिकल स्टोर आता है ना, तो वहाँ पे पुश और पुल लिखा होता है. So I go there, I hold the handle, and I think for only 1 second, only 1 second. Okay, fine, push. Okay, fine, to opposite direction, right? Okay, pull, that means towards our side. At least once, no matter, we have been habituated for this for a longer period of time, but at least once. Okay, and as a student you must be frequently facing this problem, I'm sure. Okay, मुझे यहाँ तक का विश्वास है. All right, so often there are many things around, we get confused with, and trust me dear students, we cannot get rid of it. Okay, someone's mic is on. Please turn it off. Thank you. All right. So this is human tendency. This is what? Human tendency. That if you teach us one thing for a longer period of time, we'll get more confused. You hit us over that particular thing and we'll get experienced. Okay. So she used to observe when the bus used to stop that कहाँ से उतरना है और कहाँ से बस में चढ़ना है. Okay. And their faces would kindle in her longing, dreams and hopes. सो ऑफ कोर्स कुछ लोग जो बस में चढ़ते हैं वो जॉब में जाते हैं. ठीक है, कोई अपने रिश्तेदारों के घर पे जाता है. ठीक है, कोई अपनी शॉप में जाता है. ठीक है, एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल हैज डिफरेंट फेशियल स्ट्रक्चर, डिफरेंट facial expression. Okay, when they are like say for example, if an individual doesn't get a seat and if he has to stand, okay, and he knows that he has to travel for 1 hour, he is looking very tired. You could see the stress on his face, that shit, I didn't get the sit. Okay, एंड नाउ अगर कोई आगे के स्टॉप में उतरेगा तो मुझे शायद वो सीट मिल सकती है, अगर मेरा दूसरा कोई कॉम्पिटिटर नहीं है तो लाइन में दूसरे भी खड़े हैं, सो दे माइट एंड अप ग्रैबिंग दैट सीट, या और जब सीट मिलती है तब हमको हमारा स्टॉप आ गया होता है। यस, इफ एट ऑल दिस हैज हैपेंड टू यू, यू आर इंडियन, वेरी गुड, ओके, यस, so this has happened. And so Wally used to observe the dreams and hopes over the faces. If one of her friends happened to ride the bus and tried to describe the sights of the town to her, Wally would be too jealous to listen and would shout. So this clearly says that Wally was a person who never wanted anyone's experience to be told to her. Okay, so if any of her friend would ever travel, like होता है ना हमारे ग्रुप में always we have that one person who flaunts about his vacation trip. Yeah, one person in our group ever who will always flaunt about हाँ मैं तो यहाँ पर जाने वाला हूँ, पता है, गया कभी तू, have you ever been there? 10 दिन का प्लान है हमारा, ठीक है ना, वहां पे हम ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, और फिर जैसे वो जाके आते ना, पता है अनोखी क्या था, पता है पलक, ऐसा था। एंड इमेजिन दैट आप दिवाली वेकेशन पे ट्राई कर रहे हो और वो बंदा समर वेकेशन में जाके आया है, ठीक है, और आप जा रहे हो वही जगह पे एंड यू आर गोइंग देयर बट ऑन दिवाली वेकेशन, यू सी द टाइम इज ओनली 3 to 4 months in between. Okay, so you don't want her to waste your experience. Okay, so you'll ask her to shut up. All right, so here also Wally face the same कि अगर भूल से उसका कोई भी फ्रेंड बस में राइड करके आया है और उसको बताते कि पता है आज बस में गया था ना, क्या हुआ था, बे सीट भी नहीं मिली, लेकिन क्या मजा आता है बस में जाने का, ठीक है, सो व्हेन हर फ्रेंड टेल्स हर लाइक दिस, इट इज Wally who shouts and stops her. Proud, हाँ हाँ भला जाके आया है, she says in that way. Okay, so neither she nor her friends really understood the meaning of the word. Okay, her friends used to not understand what did she mean by proud. Okay, but they use it often as a slang expression of disapproval, that please don't tell me your experience, I want to experience it by my own. Okay, let me experience it by my own. Hota hai na, people, they are very good narrator of the stories that they live. Okay, and you see there is a difference. I have also observed this, that the people who have actually lived the story, okay, they are very good narrator of the story, but the people who have only talked about the story or learned about the story, they are very bad narrator. Like say for example, if I at all go to Udaipur for 5 days, I live my life, I put my cell phones aside, I put my all professional work aside, I literally enjoy, and on the 5th day when I return to Ahmedabad and I have grade 10th class and we have a chapter on tourism, imagine, do you really think I would be the best narrator of this tourism chapter? Why? Because I have lived the story. Yeah, I have lived the story. Understand this. So, if you have ever traveled, say for example, there are people who travel and there are people who speak. Likewise, when there are people who do the work and there are people who take the credit. Yeah, you find there are these two type of people in the world, that there are people who do the things and there are people who take the credit. हाँ ये तो मैंने ही किया था, पता नहीं, अरे अरे अरे, मुझे बोला तो हो गया होता ले. And when you approach the same people at the right time, they find an excuse. Yeah, so there are people who do things and there are people who take the credits. There are people who have lived the story and there are people who are bad narrators. Maybe they are bad narrators because they have not lived it. 8 out of 10 times they are bad narrators because they have not lived it. Now say for example, if I haven't ever been to Udaipur, imagine if I haven't ever been to Udaipur, do you really think that I would be able to tell you about you must visit Udaipur? Oh, you haven't seen Udaipur? Then see, if I haven't visited it, how would I insist you to visit it? How would I be able to tell the stories of the streets over there? How would I feel that which street has which specialization, which place has a which specialization? I would never be able to say it. So in order to be a good narrator, what I feel as an English teacher, that you have to leave the story first. Leave the story. Okay, so tomorrow when you narrate this Wally story, you have to have understood the story really well, and that too in chronological order, that too in a proper sequence. Then only tomorrow you will be able to tell each and everything precisely in the chronological order. See, everyone can be a storyteller, but it takes a special person to be a chronological storyteller, like how the fall of events fall in the story in sequence. Okay, so be the second type of storyteller, the one who already knows the sequence of the story. Okay, there are storytellers and there are sequential storytellers. You fall in second category. Okay, wait for the right time to have the right thing discussed. All right, let us see what further it says. Yes, yes, so she used to often restrict them on narrating their own experiences. Okay, so that's how Wally was. We'll keep it till here. Just remind me, where exactly did we stop? Probably maybe on Monday or probably on Tuesday. I may not know where were we. So you remember it, you mark it in your textbook. So when I ask you, you must know it. I'll stop the sharing of the screen now. Okay, and let me know, dear students, if you have any doubts so far. Maybe it be in fog or maybe in this particular story, Madam Rides the Bus so far. Does anyone have any doubts? Please let me know.
Sir,
Who is this, please?
sir, Heath.
Wait, yes, wait, tell me, beta. Hey,
Sir, can you please give us a recap of fog?
okay, fog, all right. See, I'll not display. You want me to display the poem, or that is fine?
No, no, sir, that's okay.
Okay, fine. See, in fog, we know that it's the metaphor, because when the fog arrives, it doesn't inform you, right? Does fog informs you before its arrival? No. So does even cat. Cat also doesn't inform you before its arrival. Okay, and where how fog arrives silently, so does cat arrives silently. We cannot even hear the noise of its feet. Okay, the paws. All right, and when the fog stays over the street, over the city, over the bridges, okay, it remains silent. And the way it stand, it looks like even the cat also stands. Okay, or sits, it looks around, it observes around. और जब फॉग रहता है तो हमको ऐसा लगता है जैसे फॉग भी जैसे ऑब्जर्व कर रहा हो. आपने देखा है कभी फॉग की मूवमेंट देखी, एकदम स्लो मोशन में होगी और ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे फॉग सब कुछ ऑब्जर्व करके जा रहा हो. So even also, when fog stands, it stands like a cat. Like आप देखना, cat constantly walk नहीं करेगी. It will take frequent pauses in between. So it will look around, and if only it will find, things around secure, it will move. Okay, and like I told you, the one which comes has to go. The one which takes the birth has to die. So even when fog comes, it stays, and when it departs very silently, it departs very smoothly, just like a cat. When it comes silently, it sits there, it observes around, and then it goes away without any kind of noise. Okay, so the movement in all, what common is between the fog and the cat is the smoothness, is the silent movement. May it be the arrival, may it be the stay, or may it be the departure. Understood it? Any doubt so far? Head, did you understand better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See, students, I would like to suggest you that whenever I am teaching you any chapter, I want you to update yourself with the live notes. You prepare your own live notes. I know there are several materials available online so that you cannot or you don't have to note it down, but for your own reference, if at all you feel, you can prepare the live notes. I don't mind. But you know what, how the live notes will help you? Live notes will help you during the exams, because the notes must have been prepared by you. You will quite be thorough with the notes, and so will you be with the story also. So for those who can do it, who want to do it, you can definitely go ahead with preparing the live notes. Okay, it's totally open, it's not compulsory, but it is for those who actually wish to prepare the notes, because this will also check your the level of creativity, how good you are in preparing the notes. Okay, so you can, this is just one suggestion from my side. बाकी तो चाहिए उतनी नोट्स ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल ही है, ठीक है, मुझे आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. बट इफ एट ऑल यू आर क्वाइट क्यूरियस टू नो, this is one such way where you can develop your this side of creativity as a writer. Okay, and one more suggestion, be, if you are a good observer, start writing. Develop it as a hobby. Don't make it compulsory. आज तो मुझे लिखना ही है, अरे यार आज तो लिखने का रह गया. No, 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 please don't do that. If only you wish from the depth, right. कुछ दिन होगा जहां पे एक लाइन ही लिखने का मन हो रहा है, कुछ दिन होंगे जहां पे 2 3 4 पेज लिखने का मन हो गया है, तो लिख लेते चलो, ठीक है। मुझे कई दफा रात को उठ के लिखने का मन हुआ है, बिकॉज ऐसी थीम रात को आती है, तो रात वाले टाइटल्स अलग होते हैं, ठीक है ना। तो मैं सोच के रखता हूँ, मैं मेरे मोबाइल के नोट्स में रखता हूँ, दूसरे दिन जाके लिख लेता हूँ, ऑफ कोर्स, बिकॉज आधी रात को कहाँ नोटबुक और वो सब ढूंढने जाएंगे। सो आई हैव अ नोट्स इन माय मोबाइल, so I prepare it there. So there are types of people who write, okay, so you develop this kind of hobby in your own way. Okay, already we are up with 5 more minutes. That's all for today's session. I hope that you have learned and understood what we have done today. Okay, you will get the chapter notes once we are done with this. Okay, so only when we are done with the entire chapter, you will get the question answer notes and MCQ notes. Okay, and we will follow the same protocol in the remaining chapters and the poems. Okay, so don't ask for the notes in between of the chapter when we are halfway through. Okay, all right, thank you so much. Are we going to get vacation? वो तो मुझे भी पूछना है साक्षी मैम को बेटा. Thank you for reminding me. I will ask that when are teachers getting vacation and when are students getting. होता है ना, स्टूडेंट्स का ज्यादा होता है, टीचर्स का कम होता है, वो तो आपको पता ही होगा, है ना। जिसके घर पे टीचर्स है उनको पता ही होगा, जिनके मॉम या डैड टीचर, उनको पता होगा टीचर्स को बेचारों को बहुत कम मिलता है, स्टूडेंट्स को भर भर के मिलता है ना। डोंट वरी, फाइन। इतने टाइम से वैकेशन ही तो है, क्या कर रहा है घर पे बैठ के, शेफ ही तो बना है ना तू। Alright, please don't take it seriously. If you want to know about the vacation, kindly ask the center head, either Sakshi ma'am or Dhara ma'am respectively, and I'm sure, or you can also ask Sandeep sir directly if you are directly in touch with him. Okay, fine, thank you so much. That's all for today. Nice to talk to you. This is the way how we should keep on interacting with each other, right? So that's how the things will work very smoothly, like fog and cat, right? All right, thank you so much, dear students. Goodbye, take care. You may now leave. Thank you.
Bye.